something significant happened in Mecca on the 7th of August, and India is paying close attention. So 3 Sunni majority nations have come together under a new defense umbrella. We're talking about Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan. They've signed the joint Mecca defense agreement. So Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Turkish President and Pakistani Prime Minister have effectively they've come together to effectively make a NATO-style promise. Now, what does this mean? This means that an armed attack on one of them will be regarded as an attack on all 3. Now, the agreement envisages 1, deeper military cooperation, intelligence sharing, joint exercises and defense cooperation. But here's where the story gets very, very interesting. Pakistan does not want it to stop there. It does not want it to stop at 3 nations. Within hours of the agreement, Pakistan's Defense Minister Khawaja Asif began publicly pitching something far more ambitious. What does he say? He argues that why should this remain an exclusive club? Muslim countries should put their differences aside. More countries should now come in and they should stand together on one common military platform. So in other words, Pakistan is openly floating the idea of turning this 3-nation arrangement into something resembling NATO of the Muslim world. And that's when the agreement signed for collective defense in Mecca starts acquiring an entirely different dimension, a religious dimension, because everyone knows against whom Pakistan is making this pitch. It is being reported widely that this is done in the context of what Islamabad has been describing as security challenges that it faces from both India and Israel. And that is why there are questions that are being raised. Is Pakistan now attempting to take a collective security arrangement that is born out of extraordinary instability in West Asia and now is trying to give it a distinct Pakistani ideological direction? Is that what Pakistan wants to do? So what exactly does Pakistan want? Let's actually explain and break down this into, break it down and explain what is this pitch. One is, what is the Mecca Defense Pact? So it is Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan that have now come together. They've signed this pact. What did they do? It is a collective defense agreement. This becomes important. It's a defense agreement. It is not a religious bloc as being pitched by Pakistan right now. So what are the power centers here? It's Saudi Arabia for the money, Turkey for the tech, and Pakistan for the manpower. It's military for the manpower. So right now, if Pakistan is now saying that it's trying to dub this pact as maybe a Muslim NATO kind of a call, and it's saying that this should not be an exclusive club and this should, other Muslim countries should also put their differences aside and should come in. Srinjoy Chaudhary is with us. Srinjoy, this pact now, Pakistan has greater ambitions. Pakistan's Khawaja Asif goes ahead and says that, not just 3 countries, Muslim countries should unite, and it's trying to give it this kind of a dimension. And should India be worried?
Look at the situation right now, Shagarika. First, let's not forget that Iran, a Muslim country, has been attacking Saudi Arabia. And since the 28th of February, it has hit Saudi Arabia with approximately 600 either drones or missiles. Now, 600 drones or missiles over a period of at least 2 months is a long period. Now, if Iran has hit Saudi Arabia so many times, what has Pakistan done about it? Has Pakistan attacked Iran? They are neighbors. They haven't. There is no fighting between Iran and Pakistan. So this agreement suggests that if there is an attack on Saudi Arabia, then Pakistan and Turkey should have to come to the aid of Saudi Arabia. There have been so many missile attacks on Saudi Arabia. A refinery was hit. What did Pakistan do? That's the first point. Secondly, this entire Gulf War has Iran attacking all these countries.
Absolutely.
Okay, UAE has been hit 3,000 times, but now there is some kind of agreement between Iran and the UAE.
Right.
But what about Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
What about Kuwait? What about Qatar?
And that is why, Srinjoy, with Khawaja Asif, explicitly invoking Muslim unity in what is supposed to be a defense agreement, we know what he's trying to do. Is Pakistan now trying to turn its hostility towards India into a larger religious narrative? Is that what is that Pakistan's larger agenda? I want you to stay with us because let's also explain to our viewers what this pitch is about. So this is the Mecca pact, but why is Pakistan trying to bring up or push the Islamic NATO pitch? So what is the NATO model? Attack on one would mean that it would invite a collective response from those who are part of the pact. In this case, it is Turkey, it is Saudi Arabia, and it is Pakistan. Why it's different from NATO? Because it does not have any NATO-style integrated military. So yes, there is a difference there, while the pitch is similar. So that's why we are asking, why is Pakistan now trying to turn this defense agreement between Pakistan, Saudi and Turkey into maybe a religious sort of a bloc that should now come together, where he's saying that Muslim nations should put all their hostilities aside and should come together on one platform, because it's trying to say that Pakistan's enemies should be treated as the enemies of the Muslim world.
The first point to note is, even today, if you think of today, Iran is fighting or has hit targets in the UAE, in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar, even in Oman. Now, if that is so, these are all countries that are part of the Muslim world.
Right.
That's the first point. Secondly, if you look at recent history, not that long ago, one of the bloodiest wars that was fought for ages, for years, was between Iraq and Iran. Let's not forget that that war which led to the first Gulf War, when Iraq invaded Kuwait. So if you're looking at a NATO involving all Muslim nations of even the Gulf area, plus Pakistan, then clearly there are enormous differences between these countries. They have been fighting each other.
Right.
Forget about a larger NATO. Even if you're looking at these three countries, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, again, you see how Pakistan is sitting on its hands.
And let's actually also talk about, Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is part of the Mecca pact. After that, you have Pakistan, which has come out and has said that this should not be an exclusive club and all Muslim countries should come together. Saudi has also invested heavily in its relationship with India. Would Riyadh really want to jeopardize that relationship that it has with India for Pakistan's agenda? So once again, let's tell our viewers about what Pakistan is pitching. There has been a pact between three countries, but Pakistan, meanwhile, has come ahead and has given it a religious angle. Pakistan now is saying that Muslim countries should unite. This should not be an exclusive club. So Khawaja Asif now says that Muslim nations should come on one platform. All the bilateral differences should be put aside. There should be one unified defense bloc. Terror should also be treated as a shared threat. This is what Pakistan is telling the world, the biggest safe haven for terror. And it is also saying that there should be a collective stand against Israel. There should be no normalization with Israel. And also there should be a joint response. If this is what Pakistan wants, then it wants a joint response when it comes to India as well. With that, it's time for us to shift our focus